Artists and musicians should not have to play capitalism in order to survive. Some guy shared a video about how all AI music is theft and revealed he doesn't understand how AI learns. So then I was like, well, if AI music is theft, so is all human music made by humans influenced by other humans. I'm getting all these responses from people who don't understand what I'm saying.
Did you seriously think this was a thing that would make sense to say?
Oh, it makes sense, but not if you understand nothing about how these models work. And lucky for me, I give no shits about what large masses of beings think when they obviously know nothing.
Not at all. And there have been many examples of musicians who do steal from others having to pay a price.
Maybe learn about how these models work, though.
There is meaning behind influence, and as a machine is still wholly incapable of providing meaning and context beyond a human having done it previously.
Indeed, I'm talking about how AI learns. It's not just recreating music.
One day you'll look back at these days and wish you weren't so easily fooled.
I don't think you understand my point, but okay, musicians shouldn't have to play capitalism. Somewhere in this long thread, I mentioned I am a musician. I don't care, like profit-seeking musicians care.
People who use AI to steal from other musicians cannot call themselves musicians.
You're confusing inspiration with straight copyright. Clown.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them musicians either, but I'm not saying I am an AI musician. I am not a fan of intellectual property law in general. Artists shouldn't need to play capitalism in order to survive. But people have been so thoroughly duped by capitalism. They don't understand what I'm talking about. I'm a musician. I don't care. The premise that all AI music is theft just doesn't make sense if you understand how these models are trained. It isn't just grabbing pieces of songs. But yeah, it goes on and on like this, and people don't get it. I grew weary of it, so I wrote a longer thing to hopefully lay out the details in a way people can understand. Real quick, since I keep having to explain the same shit over and over, AI music is theft. Only works as an argument if you think training equals copy-pasting. It's not. These models aren't stitching together clips or storing songs in a database and reassembling them. They're learning statistical patterns across huge amounts of data. The same basic category of thing a human brain does when a musician spends 20 years of listening to records before they ever write an original riff. Nobody calls that theft when a human does it. We call it influence, inspiration, coming up in the tradition. The second a machine does the same kind of pattern learning, suddenly it's grand larceny. That's not a coherent moral distinction. It's a vibe-based one. And to the, but there's no meaning or intent behind it crowd. Sure, fine. That's a real philosophical distinction. But that's an argument about what AI music is. Or isn't. Not an argument that the training process is theft. Those are two different claims, and people keep collapsing them into one because theft sounds more damning than derivative or soulless. Here's the part people really don't want to sit with. I'm not pro-intellectual property law as some artist protecting institution. I am actively against the whole idea of intellectual property. I think artists shouldn't have to survive by treating their work like property in the first place. That's a capitalism problem, not an AI problem. But if you're going to invoke copyright, not copyright, logic to attack AI, you don't get to just wave it off as, well, that's different, without explaining the actual mechanism that makes it different. So far, nobody arguing with me has done that. They've just repeated the same weak arguments. I'm not out here claiming AI music is good or that I even make AI music. I'm saying the theft framing is lazy and people are repeating it because it's socially safe right now. Not because they've thought about how any of this actually works.